Hi guys, Fabio Bonanno. Just a quick video on gaining muscle. Been getting asked a lot of questions recently about lean gaining, gaining muscle with minimised fat gain. So I'm going to give you an informative video hopefully about all these factors and how to do it as efficiently as possible. It's my view. Obviously different people have got different opinions, but this is my insight. So really it depends on a number of factors. Obviously nutrition is the biggest one, exercise is another one, but also your past 6 months or whatever has determined your current metabolic rate. If you've been dieting for 6 months, then the standard calculations for your metabolic rate, which is how many calories you need to maintain your weight as it stands, is going to be different, because if you've been dieting for 6 months, your metabolism is progressively slowed down. So if you go from genetic guidelines from minus 500 calories to lose weight and go straight to plus 500 calories to gain weight, yes, you're going to gain some weight, but no, you're not going to gain lean muscle. You went from a 500 calorie deficit to a 500 calorie surplus, so you're eating more calories than you're consuming, than you're expending. 1,000 calorie turnaround. 1,000 calories, your body's not going to use that and make muscle straight away with that. Think about a pound of fat as 3,500 calories. So in 3.5 days you've consumed 3,500 extra calories, and yes, you're going to use some of that as muscle, but it's not all going to be muscle, because your body can only synthesize protein at a certain rate, and that is determined, as I said, by your current physiological status, your current body fat, current metabolic rate. So my guidelines are be strict. So there's dirty bulks and clean bulks. People who in the past have been misinformed that you've got to eat big to get big, and yes, within reason that's true, but that's not necessarily going to get you optimal results. If you want to be shredded in a year's time and have as much muscle, then showing some discipline in the off season is going to help you out, because you're going to have less fat to lose, and obviously when you're dieting you're going to lose some muscle. So if you can stay leaner in the off season, then when you cut and you diet, you've got less body fat to lose, you put your body under less strain, and you're going to get better results and hold more muscle. So on to actual gaining muscle. Depending on what state you're at just now, if you're going from a diet to a gain, it's quite good just now, because I'm in the reverse diet phase. So I've went from almost a year on off dieting to currently now gaining. So if you can show some discipline, trust me, you'll get optimal results, and most of the extra calories you take in will be used for muscle gain, and you will minimise fat gain. So say you've went from minus 500 calories, please do yourself a favour, don't go to plus 500 calories. What you want to do is steadily reintroduce carbohydrates. To gain muscle, your body stores carbohydrates as glycogen, that's stored energy. So when you're dieting, you reduce carbohydrates, so you've got a lesser capacity for this carbohydrate store. So when you start to reintroduce carbohydrates into the diet, obviously if you're lifting heavy with an optimised training program, this is going to help. Then the body is going to put these straight into glycogen storage. So what I advise is going from, let's say you were at 150 grams of carbohydrates a day, 250 protein, and I don't know, 60 fat. What I would get you to do is start to reverse that gradually. So go from 150 carbs to 175 carbs and reduce your protein from 250 to 225. And me personally, dietary fat helps with testosterone levels, so I would gradually increase that as the weeks go on. So this increase in carbohydrates, do that on a daily basis per week. So each week increase your daily carbs by 25 grams. Your body's going to use that, that's 100 calories. You're also reducing protein, so pretty much it's staying the same with your caloric levels. As the weeks go on, then you're going to carry on adding anything between 15, depending on how strict you want to be, 15 and 25 grams of carbs and 2 grams of fat, depending again on your weight. There's many calculations out there, and it's so versatile that I can't give you specific recommendations, but be strict. So just now I'm currently adding in 20 grams of carbohydrates to my diet, 2 grams of fat per week, so essentially 98 calories per week. I reduced my protein from 250 to 200. This week I have spent 3 weeks reversing. I'm on 300 grams of carbohydrates, 200 protein, 74 fat. So next week it's going to be 320 carbs, 200 protein, 76 fat. If you can show this discipline, then it means you can stay under 10% body fat, 12% body fat, depending on how lean you were, and consistently gain some good muscle. With gaining muscle, you are going to put on body fat, so the stricter you can be, then the less body fat you're going to put on. What I like to do is periodically do what's called a mini cut. So when my body fat creeps up, then your body is less efficient. You want to reduce that body fat so that your body can run more efficiently, and the calories you use are getting used for glycogen replenishment and muscle gain. So every so often, and it depends on what stage you're at, then I do the mini cut, which is basically a pretty drastic severe cut for 4 weeks. You are just doing that solely to lose fat. Essentially in 4 weeks you shouldn't be losing too much, if any, muscle, and your metabolic rate shouldn't be getting damaged at all. It might get a little hit, but when you go back to your maintenance calories or increased calories, then your body again is going to use that, and you're going to be at lower body fat, so your body's ability to use the calories is going to be more efficient, and you are going to gain slightly more muscle and be a little bit leaner. I would maybe do 1 mini cut, 2 mini cuts a year, depending on if you're going on holiday. If you want just gain all year round, maybe maintain your calories at a specific level, but use a mirror, use your body weight scales, weigh yourself every single day and see where you are. That was just a quick insight to lean gaining. If you found this information useful, share it, like it, comment, subscribe. Please ask me questions. Again, this is another subject that a lot of people want to know a lot of information about. Hopefully my website, I will put an article on this, my Facebook. But like me on Facebook, Fabio Bonanno Fitness, Twitter, Abs by Fabs, Fabio Bonanno on Instagram for pictures of mainly food. FabioBonanno.com, my website's under construction, but there's going to be plenty of information out there for you guys. In the meantime, thanks for watching, appreciate support, and until next time, thanks guys.